Let me tell you something I wish someone had told me earlier. You know that moment when she suddenly stops calling or texting, and you're left in that space of confusion, replaying everything in your head, wondering what changed? I've been there. And I want to say this to you like we're just sitting down, face to face, having a real conversation, because this matters. When someone pulls away, their silence says more than any words could. You keep checking your phone, rereading old messages, asking yourself if you said or did something wrong. But that silence? It's not just absence. It's communication. It's a message you need to hear clearly. Busy is just an excuse. How many times have you heard someone say, "Sorry, I've been busy"? Now think about the people who are genuinely busy but still find a second to send you a meme, a quick voice note, or just a, "Hey, thinking of you." When someone wants to stay in your life, they do. No reminders needed. So when she stops reaching out and says she's just busy, don't take that at face value. People make time for what they care about. If she's not making time for you, it's because you're no longer a priority. And that hurts, but it's better to know where you stand than to cling to false hope. You should never have to earn emotional availability. It should come freely from someone who values you. If she cared, you wouldn't be left guessing. Caring isn't confusing. It's clear. When someone truly cares, they don't create doubt. You feel safe with them. You don't find yourself constantly analyzing her texts or trying to figure out her silence. That's not love. That's emotional chaos disguised as romantic tension. A woman who truly wants to be with you will show you. Her consistency will bring peace, not anxiety. You won't have to wonder, second guess, or overthink. You'll just know. You are not the problem. The dynamic is. Too many guys take her emotional distance as a sign they're not enough. That they were too vulnerable, too available, too emotional. But that kind of self-blame is misplaced. Her inconsistency doesn't reflect your worth. It reflects the imbalance in the connection. Relationships are like dancing. If you're trying to move in sync, but the other person's out of rhythm, or not dancing at all, that's not your fault. It doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It means you're dancing with someone who's not showing up the same way. And if the connection makes you hide parts of yourself or walk on eggshells, that's not love. That's emotional compromise. Healthy relationships involve compromise, not self-abandonment. Never shrink to fit into someone else's comfort zone. The right person will never make you question your value. Silence doesn't mean wait. It means walk. What keeps most people stuck is the fantasy that maybe she's just going through something, maybe she'll come around. But silence is never neutral. It's a decision. When someone stops calling, stops texting, stops showing up, that's not them taking time, that's them stepping away. Even if they don't say it, they've already chosen. And waiting doesn't make you loyal. It keeps you stuck. You deserve clarity, not confusion. Silence is closure without words. It's not your job to wait for someone to remember your worth. It's your job to remember it for yourself. The longer you linger in that in-between space, the more you delay the peace that's meant for you. Some doors close not to be reopened, but to be respected. Don't chase attention. Protect your energy. Every time you chase someone who's pulling away, you're not just losing time, you're leaking your self-worth. You start thinking, if I just say the right thing, if I just show her how much I care, but that effort doesn't bring her closer, it drains you. And the more you chase, the more you teach yourself that love must be earned. That your needs are too much. That attention is a reward. You begin lowering your standards just to keep the connection alive. That's not love. That's survival mode. Real love doesn't require begging. It requires presence. You shouldn't have to convince someone to see your worth. You deserve to be valued without constantly proving yourself. Protect your energy like it's gold. Because once it's spent on the wrong person, rebuilding it takes time. And healing from that kind of emotional debt is never quick. Someone who truly wants you will meet you halfway. They won't need reminders. They'll show up. They'll bring clarity, not confusion. Her silence isn't a punishment, it's protection. It's the clearest message she could ever send, even without a single word. The right people won't leave you guessing. They'll show up fully. They'll make sure you never have to question your worth. And the moment you start treating yourself the way you've been hoping she would, that's when everything begins to change. Because the energy you protect becomes the energy you attract. You're not meant to be half-loved. You're meant to be seen, chosen, and respected. Never forget that.